Alright, so I got a really good question here. It's about I've hit a brick wall in weight loss, and this is by Illusion on Yahoo Answers. And he says here, the past 2 weeks I've been on Weight Watchers' old point system. I weigh 200 right now, 200 pounds, and I eat 24 to 26 points every day. Exercise and weightlifting. I always eat the same meal every day. I'm thinking that may be the problem. I eat a cup and a half of cereal and a cup of milk every morning, then soup, pop rice, chips, and Weight Watchers plus brownies for lunch at school every day. And for dinner I eat chicken with mashed potatoes and half a cup of corn. After that I usually jog about half a mile, then come home and lift weights, including squats. If anyone can answer this and help me, I would greatly appreciate it. I also eat an apple every now and again, which every 2 or 3 days, but my braces don't help with eating fruit. It irritates my gums and they get stuck in the wires. Okay. Usually with a weight loss plateau, everything has to do with calories most of the time. So you can either burn more calories or you can eat less. It sounds like you're eating pretty good. A lot of people will say that's not really a good idea to lower your calories any lower, but if you don't know how many calories you're eating, that might be a good place to start. There are a lot of different ways you can do. You can lower carbohydrate intake. You can mess with intermittent fasting. You can there's a lot of different dieting strategies, but what you're going to want to do is you need to figure out how many calories you're eating every day, and you're going to want to weigh and measure all your food. That's just some basic stuff to start with. The second thing is probably including some sort of different kinds of exercise in your regimen, such as push-ups, sit-ups. If you can, do some weight training if you have the skills for that, or if you have the resources for good instruction, because weight training will allow you to burn more calories throughout the day because it stimulates your metabolism more. One thing that happens if you eat the same thing every day that's been known to happen is that your metabolism adjusts. So your metabolism will slow down. So you have to remember there's this idea that it's a thermic effect of food. So if you eat less calories, you'll burn less calories. If you eat more calories, you'll burn more calories. So if you've been really good and you're saying you've been super strict with your diet and you haven't eaten any bad food, it might be a good idea to go off your diet for a day and then get back on track. And when I said go off, I mean just have a cheat day, have some pizza, and I'm not suggesting this is good for everybody, but in your case, if you are eating really good and you're on track with your diet, then it might be best for you to have like one cheat day where you eat basically double, maybe not double, maybe 1.5 times more than usual. But you're going to have to play around with it. I mean, you're going to have some excess weight gain because of water retention, because when you increase your carbohydrates sharply, you're going to go up in weight, but that's not really fat. It's going to come back down. So, I mean, for a short answer like this, it's kind of hard for me to explain everything in such a short period of time, but I do want to help you. So I kind of want to say that you want to start by definitely tracking your food and knowing where you're at every day. And then after you figure that out, I mean, I know you're on a point system, but there's still a lot of room for error. So maybe the next step to kind of detail your calories, instead of going from points, go to calories, because although points are still a good way to track food, it's still not the same. If you don't weigh and measure your food, you really don't know how you're eating. What else is there? Yeah, I guess that's really it. I mean, with the information you provide, I don't know your age. I don't know what other things you're training for or how tall you are. I don't know how your day goes. So, I mean, that's the information I have. I hope this helps. It gives you an idea of what to do, and I've kind of pointed you to some other resources. And if you check my website, I have some dieting advice on there too. But I mean, that's the first place to go, is just weigh and measure your food and see where you're at.